Hey folks, here in the TH Marine booth at ICAST 2017 with a Forest Wood Cup champion, Anthony Gagliardi. He'll be defending that title here in about a month, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But I want to know, what are you excited about here at ICAST in the TH Marine booth?
Yeah, this thing right here is called the conservation cull, and I've actually used it all year, and I've really been happy with the way this thing's performed. And I think it's really important, this day and age, that we kind of, just make a conscious effort to take care, of our resources. And this is just it's a no piercing culling system. So you're able to, you can pinch this on their lower lip, slide it down. It has a real secure lock, but you're not having to, drive a hole through those fish's mouth, and it'll stay all day, without inducing too much damage to the fish. And I think it's really important that we do that. But they've also added, I don't know if you've noticed, if you catch a lot of fish deep, especially in the wintertime or even in the summertime, air bladders are going to inflate and the fish are going to be belly up on the surface. And a lot of times that's not necessarily going to kill them when that happens, but what happens, if they're too overinflated and they get on their side, one of their gills half the time may not even be underwater. And so you need to make sure that those fish's gills are underwater all the time. So they've just added these little holes right next to this. You can take these small weights, clip it right on here like that, and that'll keep that fish's nose down underwater where he's able to breathe. And actually sometimes just keeping the fish like that will actually make him equalize over, over a short period of time. But if nothing else, at least it gives him an opportunity to still get ample oxygen, which they really need in summertime anyway. So, this is just something I think that everybody needs to, to look at, doing away with the traditional, piercing type culling systems and look towards something like this conservation cull. But
so if we can get them upright a little bit, we may not even need to fizz them, is what you're saying, to get them straight.
Sometimes, and it's not always the case, but sometimes I've noticed if you can get them upright, it's easier for them to equalize for whatever reason. I don't know the physics behind it, but and sometimes you still, even after you take it off, they're still going to be overinflated, and there's a lot of debate on what's the best way to to take care of those fish, whether to drop them down in a basket or fizz them. And I fizz them sometimes, but I don't necessarily know that that's always the best thing to do. So, any chance that I can give them to do it on their own, I think you're better served to do that. So that's what this will allow you to do.
Sure. Wonderful conservation device here from TH Marine. Y'all go check it out. Stay tuned with us here from ICAST 2017.